But the women should not try to be men. That's the thing. My thing I'm trying to say.
You're confusing me today a lot.
Do not be, women have value. You know what they keep, the thing about feminists keep spouting, saying, oh, we're equal to men because we can do what they can do. And saying, you know what? By saying that, you're actually agreeing with all those misogynists that to be equal to men, women are not equal to men unless they can do what men can do, because only the things that men traditionally do have value and are more valuable than what you've done for millennia. Raising children, looking after a household has no value, and then this is like the women that are choosing to be stay-at-home mothers are being so attacked by other women, mostly, for their choices. They don't want to create, they want a family. And they've been called, you're being a doormat. You've given him all the power. There's a big power imbalance. You keep hearing about that.
I agree.
Yeah, and I was thinking, why are you saying that means only that as value? That's the thing. I mean, look, you need both. You need the masculine and the feminine. Just like in Taoism, we say the yang and the yin. Yin and yang. You need both, like a right hand and a left hand. Where you see if society has gone too far one way or the other, there's problems. Like in the West, particularly over the last, let's say, decade, it's become very yin, very feminine. And because of that, you're seeing problems. So it needs to go back. The masculine has to be revived so it can go back to the center where it should be. But then you look at other societies, like some Middle Eastern societies, the feminine is suppressed and everything's very harsh. And there's the beauty is just gone. It's not there. It's very harsh. So that's a respect. There's also problems in those type of societies. So that's why those are very examples of societies going to the extremes and neglecting the other side, suppressing actually the other side.
Yeah.
So my spout is yes. I'm a true feminist, and I believe in women's value as women. But also, you also need the men, the masculine. We are both important, just as important as each other. We both have separate jobs and roles, and they're just as equally important. Now we've had shortage of nurses, and we're suffering because of that. That is traditionally, it's a nurturing occupation. And you need that. Just as much as we need soldiers, and we need soldiers to actually be effective soldiers, effective what they are, killing machines. But if you try to feminize it, what happens? You do not win wars. Just what they've been trying to do with the military in US, letting in and compromising on so many things. I think we had the crash recently in the US where I think a helicopter, Black Hawk helicopter, crashed with an airline, and it was a female helicopter pilot.
I didn't know that.
That crashed in. It was flying way above what it should have. And I don't know if you heard, but in New Zealand, there was a military vessel, a battleship, $100 million vessel. The captain was a female lesbian, and the ship sank.
Oh.
Yep. $100 million ship. It sank. So when people are chosen just for, virtue signalling sake, disaster. And it should be people are chosen on whether or not they can do the job. And it happens to be that you end up with almost all men doing captain roles or piloting roles, and so be it.
But I know a lot of female pilots that are fantastic. They've been flying for 30 years with Qantas, unblemished record, perfect.
Yeah, like I say, if I should be chosen just on the ability.
On merit, that's all, on ability.
On merit, and it's a big safety issue. Okay. If I take it you fly a lot.
Yes, not as a pilot though, as a passenger.
Well, as a passenger, if you knew your pilot, Yeah, you have to have confidence in your pilots. If you knew they were hired because to meet some quota for race or sex or whatever, how would you feel?
I tell you what, the airlines that I fly with don't do that. So
Yeah, so, okay.
I'm absolutely comfortable. The day I won't be comfortable is when I'm told that the pilot is working from home. That would be a problem.
Not a drone. You wouldn't be on a drone, eh?
Exactly.